Hello everyone, welcome to h.porter's YouTube channel. Today we're bringing you a guide on how to get the Kraken Easter egg on Voyage of Despair for Black Ops 4. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. If you guys are returning to the channel, welcome back. If you like this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe. Before we get into the actual guide, I'm going to show you guys the box locations for the chest you need to unlock, and I'm also going to show you the 5 item locations for the Easter egg. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the box locations. The first one is going to be located in the cargo hold near the front of the ship. To get most of these, you're going to need to have the Sentinel artifact on. It's right here. In this, if it showed up, it'll be where that pile of debris is. The next closest location is near the middle of the ship. Go ahead and make your way up the stairs and then head through here. You can also go through the downstairs way to get to it. I went kind of the circuitous route because I couldn't remember exactly how to get there right off the bat. Go ahead and drop through this little hatch, and as you can see here, the box appears in this location for this clip. It won't always be here. The other reason you need to know these box locations is because the box will move while you're attempting to fill it with souls. Alright, the next location is going to be all the way in the back of the ship in the provisions room. Make your way all the way to the back of the ship and down the staircase. And then you're going to want to cut to the right here, and if the box is available, it'll be right here in the provisions room. The next location is actually in the engineering section, which is right next to the provisions room. Don't mind the fact that I ran the long way here. Alright. Go ahead and get into the engine room here and drop down to the lowest level. You can drain the water. There's a valve in the back. I'll show you how a little later in the guide. If it's here, it'll be to the right of the pack-a-punch machine in the back on this debris. And the very last location is in the galley section of the ship. Go ahead and make your way back up to the primary level, the highest level, and then it's actually easier to find if you're running from the front of the ship. The boat with the red marker on it, if you go right, will take you to towards the Sentinel artifact, but if you go left, is actually one of the doors that'll get you in the galley. I had a little trouble remembering my way around at this point because I normally go the other way, but go ahead and go up the stairs all the way up to the top and then run down the corridor. Straight up these stairs, past the shield buildable. If you need to know how to build the shield, there's a link in the description box below. Go ahead and keep making your way. I went along the right side of the ship in order to show the harder to find door to get to the galley. It's right past the wall by. Go in this door, go down the stairs, and go in the door on your right, and that's the last box location. Alright, this is the item locations. From the start there, my card didn't capture the first location, so it's actually, if you do a 360 from where I start the video, the first item is actually located on a crate behind where I started. Sorry about that, y'all, but that's how it went down. The next item can be found if you run along the right side of the ship here. It'll be this globe you see here on the box. They're always in the same locations. The same items are always in the same locations. These items will be revealed to you once you've filled the boxes 3 times. You'll have to reopen the chest a final time in the last location for the item to be revealed, and then you'll be able to get the Kraken. But I'll go over all that in more detail in the actual guide up ahead. Here's the next location. This is the spyglass on the back of the ship, otherwise known as the poop deck. Go ahead and get your laughs. Ha ha ha. The next 2 locations are along the opposite side of the ship. Make your way up the staircase. The first one here is this little set of chart plotting tongs, the name I can't remember right now. And the last item can be found just past the little tree arboretum thing here on the Titanic. Run straight ahead, all the way down the side of the ship, and go up these stairs. Don't mistake the crate with the item on it for this crate over here. This crate is used for the fish Easter egg, which is actually quite funny. It's the box you'll be looking for is the one right up here with this little compass thingy on it. Alright, let's get into the actual Easter egg guide now. Alright, in order to get the Kraken Easter egg, the first thing you're going to want to do is turn on the Sentinel artifact. Easy enough to do just by making your way all the way to the back of the ship. The next step is going to be, you're going to need to kill a Stoker, which you'll usually have to wait till around 10 or 11. Make sure you've activated the Pack-a-Punch, otherwise he won't drop his key. I tried it several different times. He will not drop his key unless you activate Pack-a-Punch. If you need a guide for that, you can find a link in the description below. Once you have the key, locate the first location of the Stoker Chest. And as you can see here, unless you actually open the chest, it will not fill with souls. So make sure you hold your action button once you have the key, and then you can open the chest. It's a standard soul box routine, 10 to 20 zombies. Go ahead and fill it up, and then you'll notice that the box will disappear in kind of a black puff. Once it does that, you'll have to search it out at any of the other possible locations. It can circle back to its original location once it moves again. It doesn't always do that. For me, my spawn location after that was all the way in the engineering section down by the Pack-a-Punch machine. It can be any of the other 4 locations though, so it might take you some time to run from each one to the other, assuming you're doing it on solo. If you have it on 4-player, obviously it'll take you a quarter of the time to find it, hopefully. I'm not 100% sure if you have to be the one to open each successive chest or if anybody can on multiplayer. Should be easy enough to figure out for you guys. As you can see here, sorry, my next one wasn't actually in the engine room, it was in the cargo hold. So I used the portal to get there. This is the drain valve for the cargo hold in case you don't want to swim around and, you know, fight zombies underwater, because we all need that added challenge to our lives. Go ahead and make your way up here, and you'll see the chest open already right here. Again, with the soul box routine, just fill it up with zombies. You know the drill by this point. Once this box is full, you'll go ahead and make your way to the next one. And once you locate the next chest, it's another soul box again. Voila, I know. Pretty standard mechanic, just kill the zombies until the chest is full. Do not leave this chest though once you're done killing zombies. I mean, if you're unlucky like me and you get a nice tight area like this, you'll get a ton of zombies. It'll take a minute to kill everybody. But if you have to leave the area, that's fine. Just, you see how the box closed? Go ahead and make sure to come back to this chest and open it. It'll reveal the item location you need to find on the ship. Whichever item is revealed, you need to go to that specific crate. I show them all earlier in the video. And then you'll have completed the actual Kraken Easter egg at that point. For me, this particular box showed the compass item, which is found on the, well, it depends on which way you're going down the ship. I say the right side if you're coming from the Sentinel artifact, the left if you're coming from the front. But you can find all the locations earlier in the video. So go ahead, make your way up here. Run all the way down here, because, you know, of course I didn't have stamina up for this part, but what are you going to do? And then you can make your way into the galley, and up these stairs here will take you to the top deck of the ship, and from the left you can make it pretty easily to where you need to go, at least for the item I got. Once you find the proper item, the Kraken will simply be delivered to you. It will take up a weapon slot, so make sure you have a weapon you're willing to trade. I kept one of my guns unpack-a-punch for just that reason. And as you can see, there's the Kraken. Standard form, 6 shots in the clip. Generous amount of ammo to reload. It's got a kind of extensive reload time, so you got to be aware of that. It does do a minor amount of splash damage, so try to keep that in mind. You can, in fact, actually upgrade the Kraken through Pack-a-Punch, which I will show here in just a second. And if you guys want to know how to upgrade it, there will be a link in the description down below. So here's a clip of me Pack-a-Punching the Kraken for you. Once you have the Kraken, just go ahead and activate the Pack-a-Punch machine. There's a link in the description below if you need to know how to do that. Pack-a-Punch will move, so if it's moved, you'll have to seek it out. And then for a simple 5,000 points, go ahead and put your Kraken in the Pack-a-Punch, and you will have the upgraded form of it, whose name I can't remember right now. But anyhow, if you want to know how to upgrade it, there's a link in the description below for an upgrade guide for the Kraken. This has been h.porter, bringing you the Kraken Easter egg on Voyage of Despair. Hope it's been fun. See you all in the next one.